Hey YouTube, Jeremy right here, and we are in my unfinished living room project working on a separate DIY project. This is the dash pad from my 91 Formula Firebird. And if you look back through pictures I've loaded elsewhere and previous videos, you will note that this was a really rough dash. They're about $650 to replace, and I thought I would have a go at repairing it. So the thing was split in multiple places. There was a big crack here, a big crack here, another crack in this area, split here, a giant crack here, and another crack in this area. Someone had attempted placing black duct tape across the face of it, which honestly just made it look worse. So I brought it inside, busted the plastic off that was like flared up from heat and sun. This is an area where there was kind of a high spot. You can see there's black plastic here. That's because as I filled, I'm using a combination of products here. First, I used spray foam, like expanding foam. This is the stuff that was at Harbor Freight in a green can. It's just an expanding foam product. It doesn't matter what you use. You can see again some of it in there. But this dash pad had foam underneath it, and I thought that it would probably be best to at least try and fill the voids with foam before attempting to sculpt over the top. From that point, I took one of my handy dandy pole saws and literally just cut the foam at the surface level and began mixing JB Weld. After I put a coat of JB Weld across the top, I began laying fiberglass tape. Now this is like fiberglass resin tape that's used for like drywall. I have cut bits and just laid it in the low spots, the low-lying areas. The reason for that is once this is out in the weather, heat, sun, changing temperatures, I have found that even kind of a slight temp change without any type of reinforcement led to curling. And I'm probably going to be making a fiberglass casting from this dash once I finish sculpting it, because I don't trust that it's going to stay in this shape. And I'm going to make a solid piece that will go in my car that's probably just going to be carbon fiber or fiberglass, same thing. But you can see kind of the edge has been sculpted, so there's sort of a bull nose here. Much of that was just ruined. There's a little bit of a low spot in there that I can still see. But yeah, just sculpting a surfboard here to put in my Firebird. It's already about a week behind schedule, and yeah, worth doing, but a lot of work. So each day I come in and lay a bit of filler material. I'm using JB Weld epoxy and simply spreading it out with a large, let's see, where's my tool? This is my mixer spreader tool. It's got a little bit of a cobweb on it right now. But that's probably 8 inches, and it's a pretty good size for this because it allows me to really follow the contour, find the high spots, and fill the low spots. That's the name of the game. Smooth and steady. This isn't a race. I wish it was quicker, but sometimes when working with old things and trying to restore things to originality, we end up going through processes that were not at all a part of the original build just to get back to something of similar quality to what there was there originally. So yeah, I'm kind of looking at this like, maybe $650 wasn't such a bad deal for a dash pad. But I didn't want to do that at first. Now that I'm a couple of weeks into this, I'm like, yeah, $650 is not really outside of reasonable. So anyway, I will continue this until I have something worthy to show. But I did actually make a modification to it today. This bit here was flared out, so I cut out a bit of the plastic that was just bent up beyond the contour that we wanted, and I laid a bit more fiberglass tape in here. A little later, I will go in and mix up more epoxy and lay it across this bit. I've got epoxy on my fingers, sorry. But I'll lay some up in this area and begin building it up front and back. So after I've got a shell of epoxy up here, I might be able to spray a little bit of foam on the bottom side and then trim it away and have something that's still kind of similar in build to what was there. But again, it's a long way off from its final shape. I'm just trying to get the contours up and into place. Once that is there, I'll be able to dress out these areas, and I'll worry about the small angles after the big surfaces, the planes, so to speak, are created and sculpted. But that is how I'm using my art degree today. How are you using your creative abilities? Let me know in the comments. Catch you later.